Hello, it's Sonia here with A Pretty Stitch. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time joining me, I'm so happy to have you here. So today we are going to be making some fingerless gloves or fingerless mitts. And I already made a pair and they are already off to their destination. They're going to North Carolina, so hopefully somebody will be able to use them and it will help keep them warm this winter. But to make these, I am using my H hook or 5mm hook, and you can use a bunch of different yarns. So I am using, the ones I already made were made with DK weight yarn. Today I'm going to use worsted weight yarn. So these will be just slightly bigger, and I'm using 3 different colors because I'm trying to use up some stash. You definitely could use one color if you wanted, or 2 colors, or however you wanted to do it. You can definitely play around with different color combinations. But we're going to start off with the navy here because I have the most of this, so I want to make sure I have enough. And we are going to start with the cuff. So we're going to make them with the cuff and working up towards the fingers, and they are seamless, so that is very nice. Alright, so we've got our slip knot on there. So to get started, we are going to work foundation single crochet, and I like to do that with these types of projects because it's very stretchy and you want it to stretch so it can go over the hand. Alright, so we're going to work 28 foundation single crochet. So I've already chained 2, and in my second chain from my hook, I'm going to insert my hook and pull up a loop. So we have 2 loops on our hook. We're going to chain 1, and now we're going to yarn over and pull through the remaining 2. We've created 1 foundation single crochet. That's the top of the stitch. So we're going to keep going. So we have created a chain here. We're going to insert our hook in that chain, pull up a loop, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2. So now we have 2 foundation single crochet. So that's the top of the stitch. So 1, 2. So we want to make 28. So you're going to keep going, inserting in that chain, pulling up a loop, chain 1, pull through 2. And as I said before, we're making 28. Okay, so I have finished my 28 foundation single crochet. So now we need to turn this into a circle. So what you're going to want to do is, how I like to do it, is I take my thumb and my index finger and I just run it down. Please excuse my dog, he's being really naughty right now. He's been naughty all day. It's been a day with him. Okay, so there is our first stitch. We're going to insert our hook in that stitch, and we're just working a slip stitch to make the circle. So now we have our circle. So you notice we have a gap here. So when you're finishing, what you'll do is you'll take that tail and you'll insert your yarn needle right there and cinch that closed, and that gap is taken care of. All right, so that is round 1. Round 1 is complete, and you can see it has some nice stretch to it, which is why I like to use this stitch. So let's begin round 2. So round 2, we're going to chain 1. We're going to single crochet right in that stitch. We're going to double crochet in the next stitch. This is the cuff. We're going to single crochet in the next. And we're going to double crochet in the next. So you're going to repeat that around. So it's single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet. For round 2, you're going to have 28 stitches. You'll have 14 single crochet and 14 double crochet for round 2. Now with this pattern, if these mitts can definitely be unisex, these fingerless gloves. So if you want to make larger ones, definitely bump up a hook size, and you can use all the same steps and just use a larger hook, and that will make larger mitts. Or you could even use thicker yarn. It's completely up to you. If you want smaller ones, like I used DK weight yarn with my original pair that you will see in the photos, and they fit my hands quite well. I actually like to layer fingerless gloves, so I actually like to buy like thin pairs of regular gloves, like from Dollar Tree or wherever, and then I slide the fingerless gloves over top and they slid over perfectly. I prefer that to mittens. I like wearing mittens. I love making mittens, but I feel like with mittens you can't do a lot. They just keep your fingers warm. So if you need to have some dexterity, you know, with your hands, but you still need some warmth and you feel like just gloves aren't providing enough, buy those gloves and then make some fingerless mitts, slide them over top, and that's definitely going to help provide some more warmth, and you can move your fingers around and do stuff. Okay, so there is round 2. So to finish up, I'm going to join with a slip stitch in my first stitch, and it's round 2 is complete. So let's begin round 3. Round 3, we're going to chain 1 and we're going to double crochet in that first stitch. And we're going to single crochet in the next stitch. And we're going to double crochet in the next stitch. So it's the opposite of round 2. We started off with single crochet, double crochet. Round 3, it's double crochet, single crochet. So in every single crochet stitch from the previous round, you are going to work a double crochet. And in every double crochet from the previous round, you're going to work a single crochet. And then we're going to work 2 more rounds. So this is round 3, round 4 and 5. Round 4, you're going to repeat round 2, which is single crochet, double crochet. And then round 5, you're going to be repeating round 3, which is the current round we are on. So I am going to go do that, and I will meet you back at the end of round 5. Okay, so I finished up round 5 and I joined another color because for round 6 I'm going to use another color. You don't have to. You could, you know, figure out your own color combination. You could do every row a different color if you wanted to. Alright, and this is going to be the left glove. We are having separate directions for left and right. I mean, they're mostly the same except for the thumb area. Alright, so we're going to chain 1 for row 6, and we're going to double crochet in that stitch, and we're just going to double crochet all the way around. So we're going to have 24 double crochet for, 28 double crochet for round 6 here. Okay, so I finished round 6 and I've already joined and I've changed to another color, so let's get ready for round 7. So we're going to chain 1. We're going to double crochet right in that first stitch, that first double crochet. And now we're going to work a front post double crochet around the next. So you're wrapping your hook around that stitch and working that front post double crochet. So if you're not familiar with front post stitches, I will place a link that goes over the basics of front post double crochet. So now we're going to double crochet in the next stitch and work a front post double crochet in the next, and we're going to repeat that around. So again, we still have 28 stitches, so double crochet, front post double crochet, and I'm going to keep going here for round 7 and I will meet you back. Alright, so I finished round 7, and as you can see, I've got my blue here, and I'm just carrying these colors up on the wrong side of my work. You just want to watch your tension, that you're not pulling them too tightly, so you don't want it to affect the tension of your work. Alright, so let's begin round 8. So we're going to chain 1, and we're going to work a front post double crochet around that first double crochet. And we are going to double crochet in the next stitch, and we're going to work front post double crochet around the next and double crochet in the next, and we're going to repeat that around. Okay, so we finished up round 8. So let's begin round 9. We're going to chain 1. We're going to double crochet in that first stitch. And we're going to work the front post double crochet around the next stitch. And we're going to double crochet in the next stitch, front post double crochet in the next. We're going to do that for till we have worked 8 stitches. All right, so we have worked 8 stitches. So now we need to work a thumb hole. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the thumb hole, and in our next stitch we're going to work 2 double crochet in that next stitch. And now we're going to go back in pattern, so we need to work front post double crochet, double crochet. So in each front post double crochet you're working a regular double crochet. In each regular double crochet from the previous row you're working a front post double crochet. So we are going to keep going, working in pattern for the rest of the round. So at the end of round 9 here, you're going to have 29 stitches. So I'm going to go finish up round 9 and I will meet you back. Okay, so now we are on round 10. So we're going to chain 1, and so I already joined with a slip stitch on my first stitch and switched to my other color. So at the end of each round you will join on top of the first stitch with a slip stitch. So I've chained 1. I'm going to work a front post double crochet around that first stitch. I'm going to double crochet in the next stitch, and we're going to repeat that around till we have 8 stitches. Okay, so now I am at my thumb section here. So those are our 2 double crochet. So what we want to do is in that first double crochet of our thumb section, we are going to work 2 double crochet in there. And then in our second stitch of our thumb section, we're going to work 2 double crochet again. So this will turn into a thumb. So now we have 4 stitches for our thumb section here. All right, so now we need to go back in pattern. So this next stitch is a front post stitch, so that means we work a double crochet on top of it, and then we work front post double crochet in the next, and we continue in pattern for the rest of round 10. So at the end of round 10 you're going to have 31 stitches. So we started with 28, now we have increased to 31. So I'm going to keep going here and I will meet you back at the end of round 10. Alright, so I am at round 11. I've already joined at the end of round 10, and I've got my next color I want to use. So I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to double crochet in that stitch. And I'm going to work front post double crochet in the next. So I'm going to continue in pattern until I have 8 stitches, and then we'll be at our thumb section. Okay, so we are at our thumb section. So what we're going to do is, when you look at your thumb section, we currently have 4 stitches. So the stitches on the ends, I consider them like the book ends. And in each book end, we're going to work 2 stitches. And then the stitches in the middle, we're just going to work even. We're just going to work 1 stitch in each. So in this first book end here, this end stitch, we're going to work 2 double crochet. And then the next 2 stitches, we're going to work 1 double crochet in each. And now we're at our next end stitch, our book end, and we're going to work 2 in there. And now we continue back in pattern, so our next stitch needs to be a front post double crochet, and the next one is a double crochet, and we just continue all the way around in pattern here. So I'm going to go do that and I will meet you back. Okay, so we finished up round 11. So round 11 we do have 33 stitches. So round 12 we're going to chain 1. We're going to work front post double crochet in that first stitch. We're going to double crochet in the next, and then we're going to do this for 8 stitches, and we'll reach our thumb section. Okay, so we are at our thumb section again. So now we're going to work 2 double crochet in that first stitch because that's the end stitch. Think of those bookends. And then you're going to continue to work even across until you get to the other end stitch of the thumb section. So now we are at the other end stitch of the thumb section. We're going to work 2 double crochet, and now we continue in pattern. So our next stitch is a regular double crochet, and the next is a double crochet, and you're going to continue around. So then at the end of round 12 here, you're going to have 35 stitches. So I'm going to keep going and I will meet you back. Okay, so we are on round 13, and you can see I'm just carrying those colors up. It helps save on the ends. Alright, so we're going to chain 1 and we're going to work in pattern, so that means we need to work a regular double crochet in that stitch and then front post double crochet in the next for 8 stitches, and we'll be back at our thumb section. Okay, so we are back at our thumb section. So that first end stitch, that bookend, pop into double crochet. And then we just work double crochet in each stitch until we get to the next end stitch. Okay, so now we are at our next end stitch, and we're going to put in 2 double crochet. So we're almost done increasing for the thumb here. So you can see it will be a thumb. Alright, I actually like an actual thumb hole. Some people don't make thumb holes with their fingerless gloves. I do. I like my thumb covered. It's a thing. It's a thing I have. Alright, so we're going to continue in pattern. So our next stitch will be a front post double crochet. And we're going to continue in pattern for the rest of round 13. So I will meet you back. Okay, so at the end of round 13, you will have 37 stitches. So round 14, we're going to chain 1 and we're going to work in pattern. So that first stitch is a front post double crochet. Second stitch is a double crochet. So this is actually a take on the alpine stitch. Usually it's done in rows and there's some single crochet involved, but we're doing it in the round, and I just think it gives a really nice cozy fingerless glove here, and I think it looks nice too. Okay, so we're going to continue in pattern until we have 8 stitches and we'll be at our thumb section. Alright, so we are at our thumb section. So we're going to do the same thing, 2 stitches in that first end stitch. And we're going to continue to work even, 1 stitch in each until we get to our last end stitch. So I'm at my last one and I'm going to put 2 stitches in, and then I need to continue to work in pattern here for round 14. So I'm going to keep going and I'll meet you back. So round 14, you're going to have 39. Okay, so we are at round 15. So now we're going to turn this into a thumb. So we're going to chain 1, we're going to work in pattern. So that is a double crochet in the first stitch, front post double crochet in the next, and we're going to continue until we have 8 stitches. And then we'll be at our thumb section and we'll turn it into a thumb. Okay, so we are at our thumb section here. So here it is. So what we want to do is we want to take our first end stitch right here. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook in there. We're going to go all the way to the last end stitch. Now how I like to do it is I turn it inside out. It's just kind of easier. So I push this in like this and insert my hook into that last end stitch. And now we are going to double crochet those 2 ends together. And then what I do is I just push it back out and we're all set. We're all good to go. Now we just continue in pattern. So our next stitch is front post double crochet. And the next one is double crochet, and you just continue in pattern and you will be back to your 28 stitches, and there we have a thumb. And then round 16, what you'll do is you will join with a slip stitch at the end of round 15 and you're going to work in pattern. Okay, so I have finished up round 16 where I worked in pattern of the double crochet or front post double crochet around. And we are almost done this fingerless glove here. So now I switch back to my blue, and I actually really love how this looks, and I certainly hope I have enough yarn to make the right hand one, because I think these are really pretty. Wasn't sure if I was going to like this color combination, but I actually really like it a lot. So now we're going to make the cuff for the fingers. So we're going to chain one. We're going to single crochet in that first stitch and double crochet in the next. So we're going to do what we did down here. So we're actually going to work 3 rounds of this. So our first round is going to be single crochet, double crochet. So this is round 17. So round 18 we're going to start off with, we're going to be repeating round 3, which is the double crochet, single crochet. Okay, so here is my mitt. So what I did instead, I said to work 3 rounds of this cuff pattern. I did work 3 rounds, but my last round, which was round 19, I worked just a single crochet round because I thought it was just getting too wide. So round 17 we worked single crochet, double crochet, round 18 double crochet, single crochet, round 19 just single crochet, and I cut my yarn. So now I just want to give the thumb a little cuff, so I'm going to use the purple, and I'm going to attach the yarn on the wrong side, and I think this looks really nice. I actually really love it. I just hope I will have enough to make a second. So we have a matching set. That's what I'm trying to use up my stash yarn, and that's sometimes you're playing yarn chicken. All right, so we are going to chain 1 and we're going to single crochet. So you're going to work single crochet, double crochet around your thumb, and you want to have 12 stitches because we have 12. And then my second round for the thumb is going to be just a single crochet round. So you're just working 1 round in this pattern. So I am going to go do that, and then you can cut your yarn, and your left mitt is all done, and we need to make the right one. Okay, so here is the left one. I mean, she is really pretty. So hopefully I will have enough for the left. So what you want to do, or for the right mitt, for what we're going to do for the right mitt, excuse my dog, it's being naughty. So rounds 1 through 8 is going to be the same for the right mitt as the left mitt. So go work rounds 1 through 8, and then we'll get ready to do the thumb section for the right one. And I'm going to feed my dog. Okay, so here I have 2 mitts. These are actually 2 left-handed mitts because this is the original one we were working on. And I started working on the right hand one and did not have enough yarn. I lost a yarn chicken, so I didn't actually have enough of the navy here and of this purple. So you can see that, let me show you, this is the new navy. So I looked at my stash, found some more navy, and this is the original. So it's just slightly different. And here is the purple. Here is the original purple, and here is the new purple. So again, just a slight difference because I really loved these color combinations, and I was so disappointed that I didn't have enough yarn. I was like, oh, I really think these are so cute. And so I just was looking all through my stash and found similar shades. So yay. All right, so here is the right-handed one. I had said that we needed to work the same as the left up to row 8, or round 8. I finished round 8. I'm working on my next color. So now we're going to work on round 9 here of the right mitt. So as I said, the directions are slightly different. So we're going to chain 1, and our first stitch is we're working in pattern of just a regular double crochet, and our second stitch is going to be front post double crochet, and we're going to do this all the way around until we have worked 20 stitches. So work in pattern of double crochet, front post double crochet until we have 20 stitches worked. So I am going to do that, and I will meet you back. Okay, so I have worked my 20 stitches here. So now we're going to start the thumb like we did on the left-handed mitt. So we're going to pop into double crochet in the next stitch to begin the thumb section. And now we just continue in pattern, working front post double crochet all the way around. And so what you're going to do is for rounds 11 through 16, you're going to repeat the same directions as you did on the left thumb. So each time you increase on the bookends there, and then round 15, you join the thumb, you double crochet them together like we did on the left mitt, and then round 16 you work even, and then rounds 17 through 19 you're going to work the cuff the same, and you're going to work the cuff the same on the thumb for the right mitt. So I just thought I'm not going to just repeat the same direction. So again, the only difference is instead of working 8 stitches in pattern, you're going to work 20. And then you will work the thumb section. So I'm gonna go finish this mitt and I will meet you back. Okay, so yay, we have 2 mitts. Obviously we need to weave in the ends, but I really love these. I think these turned out so pretty. I probably will give them to a donation. We always do a hat mitten tree at our church where they need wintry items, but I'm almost tempted to keep these for myself because I really love these. I think they're so pretty, but I probably will donate them. So of course you'll need to weave in any loose ends. If you need to block this gently, then definitely do that, and then you're all set for wearing. So I hope you enjoyed this project, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.